make a better day, just you and me. Don't be so this matters about me as I take my time and sing reality. It ain't struggle, they hustle, they muscle. Why some people that they cannot ever move? All we need is a great nation, which is Biafra in our world today. All we need is to be free, freedom to enjoy our nationality. Waiting I see, now so me I use to talk them. Share as I talk them, now so you go understand them. Chibuabiama is my backbone forever. If you like it, make it there, just talk about it, We are Biafra. We are the world, make a brighter day, so let's start giving. The choice we make, we're serving now all our issue. We make a better day, just you and me. We are the world, we are Biafrans. We are the ones to make a better day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we make, we're serving all our future. Will make a better day, just you and me. We are the world, we are Biafrans. We are the world, make a better day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we make, we're serving now all our issue. We make a better day, just you and me. We are the world, we are Biafrans. We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we'll make it. We're saving our lives. Issue will make a better day, just you and me. See, we don't be Nigeria, we be Biafra. Them they carry our money at the area. They don't know if we don't chop. All I want to let them know it's one sabo. Chukodema it on our side. Everybody will want triangle campsite. And the Wusa and Sukilishi, them leave us for water, but up on the machine. I make it put our hands together so that we can fight to stand together. We are Biafrans. We are the world, make a better day, so let's start giving. The choice we make, we're serving now all our issue. We make a better day, just you and me. We are the world, we are Biafrans. We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we'll make it. We're saving our lives. Issue will make a better day, just you and me. As I take my time and sing reality. It ain't struggle, they hustle, they muscle. Why some people that they cannot ever move? All we need is a great nation, which is Biafra in our world today. All we need is to be free, freedom to enjoy our nationality. Waiting I see, now so me I use to talk them. Share as I talk them, now so you go understand them. Chibuabiama is my backbone forever. If you like it, make it there, just talk about it, We are Biafrans. We are the world, make a brighter day, so let's start giving. The choice we make, we're serving now all our issue. We make a better day, just you and me. We are the world, we are Biafrans. We are the ones to make a better day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we make.
as long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwukika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, Nanyị nke bi n'eluigwe, ka aha gị dị nsọ, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood. They have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children, the Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the Doma, to Iyke, to the territory unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that because non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said, my name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet, I tell you. I lead indigenous people of Biafra IPOB. So also do I command the armies of Biafra. They are fiercely loyal. They are loyal, I tell you, and doing the work that I expect them to do. I also direct Radio Biafra not through any power which I possess or any extraordinary knowledge, but by your grace, O Lord. By your grace, Chukwukika Biama. We honor you and we are British, we're not under heaven. We do. Therefore, when we worship our Father, people should not try to be jealous. They should not feign ignorance or misunderstanding, because we are ancient people. We have been doing this for over 5,000 years and will continue to do so until the end of time.
It's the song of Biafra. I cannot be stopped. I am a bulldozer. I carry the sling of David. I'm a lion king. A lion must fall down. Jericho walls must crumble. To the rising sun, there's a star in the east, shining up in the sky, shining up so bright, it's so bright. It's a song we'll be singing. It's a song forever. It's a song we'll be singing. It's a song of victory. It's a song of Biafra. It's a song of freedom. We are champions. It's the song we'll be singing. It's the song of Biafra. Yeah. Protect the lead. Freedom is coming. Yeah. It's M. Josh on the beat.
It's time to break loose from the chains. It's time for our freedom, Africa. Cause we can never let them negotiate our freedom. No. Hundreds of years is gone. No Messiah came for the black man. Told us that Jesus died for us, but the black man still they suffer. The truth we say, Africa will rise at the right time, and the time we're waiting for is right now. No one can hold the truth for a long time. Oh no. So stay awake. The sun is risen from the east, and the Messiah you're waiting is right here. And no one is gonna try to stop that. I can hear a great call for justice. Freedom, let the sun rise. Freedom for Biafra. Freedom, freedom the Kanu. Oh, song of salvation. Freedom, let Africa rise. Freedom for Biafra. Freedom, freedom the Kanu. Freedom the Kanu. Freedom for Biafra. Freedom the Kanu. Freedom Africa. White men fighting for self-determination is celebrated. Black men seeking for for self-determination is the separatist and the terrorist. Yeah. When they jail a black freedom fighter, they jailing African freedom. Don't I have rights to my self-determination? Is that a crime? Oh no. Don't I have rights to live? Don't I have rights to express myself? Don't I have rights to speak? Can't I complain if I'm marginalized? The genocide in the land that nobody even cared about. Even when I try to speak, my voice is muted every time. Like a slave in my land, I can't take it anymore. I hope the world is listening to my plight. I can hear a great call for justice. Freedom, let the sun rise. Freedom for Biafra. Free salvation, freedom. Let Africa rise. Freedom for Biafra. Freedom. Freedom the Kano. Freedom the Kano. Freedom for Biafra. Oh, 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 oh. Freedom the Kano. Freedom Africa. Where I give black man freedom time. Let's sing that song that for me story, for me heroes day. Biafra freedom. Mama we run agile, you walk with the cabia, wagere. Adire ko lanu me, amra chanye lo wabia wagere. Lele na wuga mo lanu wa, ba chode bono no.
Good evening, great Biafrans, wonderful people, and beautiful people. I welcome you this evening. Today, of course, being the 20th day of October 2025, the year of our Lord. I do apologize because I'm having a bit of network issues, and I'm trying all I can to get it sorted out. And I believe that I am coming out loud and clear. Came up on air a couple of minutes ago, but then we got cut off due to network, connectivity issues. But or maybe on Biafra radio platform, please indicate my network is not holding, it is wobbling, and I hope it will accommodate of network. Yesterday we had a very beautiful network yesterday, and unfortunately today it is the opposite. So we will try and see what we can be able to achieve this evening. All right, let me welcome you once again. It is Biafra Radio, and we are live, we are direct. My name is Barrister Iyke. Of course, I will be your host this evening. If the network permits, of course, I still haven't gotten any indication how we are doing. I just want to know if I am coming out and that people can also hear me. Very, very important. So anybody who can hear, comment on the comment section so that we can know that we are coming out live and clear. Because this evening I have, of course, erudite IPOB members. All right, let me see. I need to let somebody in. I have Mazi Ichieziokwo Madanenayanya. So let me try, of course, to see if I can get them on stage, and hopefully we will be able to proceed. Please bear with me as I'm trying to sort this out. Very, very important. I don't know if Nene, I think I have lost Nene. Let me try to add and see. Yeah, right. Let me add Nene once again. There you go. She is here, and I have Mazi Chris. And let me try to add Mazi Chiezoku. Mazi Chie, I've added you. Now I need to confirm if any one of you can hear me. Please, if you can hear me, just indicate
Yes, we can.
so that I will know that we are sticking together. Mazi Chris, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Mazi Chris, if you can hear me, please.
Let me see. I can hear you, but
Just
I don't
a
know.
second. Yes, I can hear you now, Mazi Chris.
Oh, you
Yes, I
can.
can hear you. About
Okay.
Wanda, can you hear me? Wanda Nenayanya, please, if you can hear me, can you also indicate? All right. She is muted. I can see that. Mazi Chie, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Barrister.
Mazi Chie,
Yeah,
there
I can
you
hear you
go. All
loud and
right.
clear.
So,
Yeah.
Wanda Nenayanya, please, if you can. Yes, I can hear you. That's brilliant. And of course, Wanda Nenayanya, if you can hear me, please unmute yourself. I think you are muted. You are muted. All right. All right. We must continue, great Biafrans. Of course, it is Biafra Radio, as I have earlier indicated. Network issues we are having, but I can see we are overcoming the hurdle as we progress. And of course, I will start in earnest. And I will start with you, first of all, Mazi Chris Nwaogu. Please, if you can introduce yourself to our listeners and greet our listeners as well, then we can move to another person. Please go ahead, Mazi.
Good evening, everybody, particularly the host, Barrister. I give you all the
There we
accolade tonight, and as well as people listening to us globally, and all IPOB members across. Um, I think I'm pretty excited to be your guest this evening, and as everybody will hear from us,
Thank you.
I think we have every reason, to be together to enjoy in this broadcast. My name is Mazi Chris Nwogo, and I have the honor of serving as the Deputy Coordinator of the Indigenous People of Biafra for the state of Massachusetts. It is a profound privilege that I'm here tonight with my able regional coordinator and the live wire, Madam In, and thank you, everybody. Thanks. Can you hear
All
me?
right, thank you very much, Mazi Chris Nwogo. You are welcome. Yes, loud and clear, loud and clear. Thank you very much. And of course, we welcome you to the show this evening. Then I move over to Mazi Chiezoku. Mazi Chiezoku, can you please introduce and, of course, greet Biafrans? Go ahead.
Yeah. Good, good evening, the able Barrister. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all
The
Biafrans.
woman.
My name is Ichiezoku, and I am the regional coordinator of Eastern Region in the United States. I welcome you guys. I welcome everybody to this honorable platform. And I welcome our mother, our heavy puncher, Madam Nendayanya Deo. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, Mazi Chiezoku. Wanda Nenayanya, I don't know if you can hear me. Please, if you can, kindly unmute yourself because I can see. There we go. You have
Yes, I
unmuted.
can hear you.
Please go ahead and greet Biafrans. Wanda.
Okay. Good evening, Biafrans, friends of Biafra and lovers
There
of
we go.
freedom. I welcome you all this evening to our live broadcast today, the 20th of October 2025. My name is Mrs. Nen Nayanya, and by the special grace of God, I am the head of finance of IPOB Worldwide. Welcome to the other people that are in the studio.
All
Thank
right.
you very much. I hold on to, I come back later. Bye.
Thank you very much, Wanda Nenayanya. Of course, you are welcome to the program. And great Biafrans, of course, as you can see, our guests have introduced themselves. And as I've earlier indicated, that we are having an issues of network. But like I can see, we are actually holding up. And of course, the show must go on. We are not going to abandon this show. All right, Mazi Chris Nwogu, let me come to you this evening. Of course, you have witnessed, I believe, what happened today in Abuja, and of course, the police brutality, and also overall, I must say that it was a success because people trooped out in their numbers, and it was amazing to my own about today, if you may.
All right. Thank you for that questions. By my own calculations and to give you my take on what happened today. Everybody, as we all know today, today is you know it's not just another day. I see today as it stands as a very significant chapter in our struggle. I mean, whatever happens today, you can see is illustrated by vibrant voices of the people who love justice and those who love freedom. It is, I mean, if I say it's generally acceptable by my own conclusion about what happened today, generally everybody seems to be in have just witnessed the atmosphere where people raise their voices for the government of Nigeria, I mean, imprisoning, putting incarceration, freedom, and justice. I see today where Nigerians stood up, once, I mean, once more to appeal, to the government of Nigeria to release justice to them, to give them freedom, so that they can have space, to, go on their daily basis, think for themselves, and do things right for themselves. So it's very, I see today as highly dignified, and justice was once more, voiced and recognized in the society. And this happens not only in Abuja, it's spread across. It's just Abuja is the center of gravity where our indomitable, leader has been incarcerated for all these years. And I think the outcome is justified. And my take is quite successful as well. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for that analysis and, of course, assessment of events as they happen today. Mazi Chiezoku, if you can hear me, I want to come to your end. And Mazi Chie, can you please unmute?
Yeah, I've already done that. And today was a remarkable day.
All
A
right, thank you
very
very much. Mazi, before you go ahead, I want to ask you, are you surprised of what happened today? I mean, the fact that people who are not even Igbo decent, people who are not even members of IPO, where everybody will be on the streets talking about Mazi Namdekano. Please go ahead.
No, I'm not surprised because Nigerians as a whole have been stifled of their ability to express themselves. They've been stifled of all kinds of and manner of amenities. So there is hunger in the land. This is another way for them to express themselves. by hanging onto Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's cause to come out and say enough is enough, that they are tired of what Nigerian government is doing. And that is basically what they did today. Most of them came out because they were tired of the frustration, they were tired of the hunger, they were tired of the marginalization of the youth in general. You know, the people that is causing this problem for Nigeria as a whole is the political elite. They are the people that is causing the problem. And as it is right now, and as it stands, every Nigerian is tired of the shenanigan and the nonsense that is being done by these political elites. That is why they are out today, and you cannot hold somebody down forever. Despite the fact that we know that part of the people that is causing this problem and that does not want Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to be released is the political elites of the eastern region. Apart from the political elite of the eastern region, we know the hands of the British government is 100% in it. So, because if you really check it this way, how can a citizen of your of Her Majesty be seized, be kidnapped from a country to another country, and every one of them kept quiet? Remember, we went to court and they told us, and they told our lawyer at the British High Court that it was a matter of national security. So at the end of the day, you find out that all these things, all this nonsense that is being played out now, that the youth and Nigerians as a whole are tired of the mess. Thank you, my brother.
All right. I think the network is acting up again. Maziche, are you still with me?
I think it's just concluded.
Yeah, I just concluded. Yes, I am. But
Oh,
I've
all
just
right.
concluded.
All right. Thank you very
Yes.
much. All right. Wadan Nenayanya, I am at your end, and I think the stage is yours. Can you please express yourself, with regards to what you saw today? What do you make of it? Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, just like Mazi Chi and Mazi Charles have said, it was really overwhelming. I was really, I was expecting people will come up, but not of that magnitude. I mean, I saw crowd, people determined, even when there was tear gas everywhere, it didn't stop
They
them.
continued.
Just for a while, they continued. You have these people that are hungry for change, people that are hungry for justice, people that really want justice, people that want not only for our leader to be released, they want justice of, whichever, all type of justice they wanted. I mean, I must tell you a little bit, I shed a little bit tears of joy because this is the unity. This is no longer Igbo people, Hausa people. Even there was even one that somebody posted, they said that Hausa people joined. I was like, oh my God, it was, that brotherhood is just what I saw there. And was really impressed and happy. And I hope those are those that in power will do something and then listen to the voice of the masses. It was really more than what I expected. And I'm sure even the police and the politicians were also shocked at the defiance. The people were really determined no matter what it, because I saw some tear gas, life, people were being shot at for no reason, but it didn't deter them. They maybe stopped for a while and they pushed forward again. It's just like people that say, come what may, we are out, we are out. And that is a very good spirit. I really thank them so much, for this sacrifice. I'm really happy, I must say. I'm really happy. And I'm sure something will be done. they will listen to the voice of the masses, because they can't just ignore the people that came out today. Thank you very much. That's what I can say.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Wanda Nanayanya. There one, of course, Mazi Chris Nwogu.
Yes.
I just want to find out from you, what do you think, after all this? I just want you to predict, what do you think will be the reaction of the federal government with regards to this? Because their citizen, we're not talking about IPOBians or maybe the Igbos, that came out on the street asking for the release of one of their own. But this is the Nigerians, the same people, in their own mind, they are actually incarcerating Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for. They have came out and they have spoken to say, let this man go, because we felt that you are holding him unjust. What do you think that Tinubu should do with regards to what has happened? Because this is not something you can just ignore or shove it aside and, back to business as usual. I don't think so. Please go ahead.
Let me digress a little before I come to that question. And that question, my digress represents what the government should do. There are no two ways about it. First of all, the Tinubu government should just take privately, let him just go back again and review what happened today. The crowd, that gathered today for this protest was just marvelously, it's overwhelmingly, powerful. There's no two ways about this judgment. And that tells them the impact of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, on, the society in Nigeria and across. And if any reasonable government will look at what happened today, they have no choice, than to, yield to the momentum of people that were present today on this protest. Because amazingly, if they allow this to continue in one more day, I think the government will not have any place, to govern the people. The people have spoken today. So, and my advice, and which they don't have to think twice about it, is to do the needful and respect justice and freedom of the people. The people today, when you look at their faces, it's filled with determination and hope. You can see it is boldly written all the videos that I scanned through today. The crowd adorned a man that represents freedom and justice. It's quite unbelievable that this thing cut across. This is no longer IPOB affairs. IPOB have not even shown up. It is just everybody who one time in order were, have agitation, even against our own agitation, against our leader, have all come
Absolutely.
fully, because they have all now understood what this man represents. And little the government know that these people have now come to their senses, and they have learned, they have been able, they just got the opportunity to learn more about now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that's why they all got up. So I don't think the government will want to, have to face these people anymore. They will not want to go through this experience that today. So I feel they are somewhere, wherever in their coven, they are making, they are going through some decisions, and I believe God will help them to come up with decisions that will bring stability to that country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Of course, indeed. So, Maziche, I don't know if you can hear me. I want to come to your end. Maziche, can you hear me? Please unmute. All right. I'm not sure if Maziche can hear me. Let me add him back. I'm not sure. I think he's having issues as well. Just 1 second. Let me ask Mazi Chie back. Mazi Chie, I've added you back on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Yes,
you.
I can hear you. All right.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mazi Chie,
My network is giving me a little bit of problem, but
of
go ahead.
course.
Mhm.
All right. Let me ask you something, because I know you talk direct. You don't talk corner, and I want to ask you this. It is quite unfortunate, you know, just building up to this great rally that happened today. The people who were fighting this rally or this protest was not just only the elites and the political class. It was actually the so-called people who call themselves IPOB. And I'm saying this because I read a lot of things that really made me shed tears. People who are supposed to be in forefront, even if they're not on the street, but at least sharing the protest, encouraging people to go out there and do the protest. They are the same people who are writing nonsense, telling their people who are listening to them, don't go out there, ignore these people, ignore Aloy Jimako and Kano's brothers and what have you. And these are the same people who were supposed to be protecting the interests of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I don't want to mention name, of course. I don't want to glorify them by mentioning their name here. But these are the people who are some people are actually listening to. They are the same people who are ensuring. I mean, they were expecting that nobody would turn out. But of course, when they saw that people turned out in millions, they were ashamed. They could not speak anymore. I went to the group that we have here in South Africa. None of them spoke. And a matter of fact, they started sharing the same video. So it is actually unbelievable. Please, I want to get your take on that.
Yeah, Mazi, thank you. Like you said, I'm not the kind of person that hides my feeling. I speak the way I'm supposed to speak by Chukwuka Biama. You have to call names. I will call names.
Go ahead.
People like so-called leadership, they were supposed to be in the forefront of what we are doing. People like Chike Doziem, people like Isaiah Yoba, people like China Samuru, the backing dog. That guy is something else. But in as much as anything, they are the ones that is supposed to be at the forefront. They are the one that is supposed to organize all these things. But now it is not even them that is organizing it. The people that is organizing it is now a different ethnic group entirely. And we bring thanks to Mazi Shori. I thank him for what he has done. Because you see, what these people don't understand, that's the reason why we say Biafra issue is a spiritual issue. Biafra nation coming is a spiritual issue. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, God will use someone else to do it for you. Is it not their shame now? Of course, it's their shame. They should bury their head in the sand, because they should be ashamed of themselves. That a whole big organization like IPOB that our leader left for them, they could not manage it. Instead, what they've been sowing is seed of deceit and seed of criminality, and looking for the money of IPOB to steal. That's what they've been doing. That is why they don't want Onyendu to come out, because all of them do not want Onyendu to come out from where Onyendu is. Imagine Isaiah Yoba opening his lousy mouth to call our leader that is arrogant. And I laugh. I say, yes, our leader should be arrogant about what he's doing. Our leader should be arrogant about Biafra. Yes, let him be. But he is not a foolish man like each and every one of them. They can't even compare themselves to our leader. There is no way. And I know in the nearest future that what they are trying to do, it will not work for them. Let me just tell them it will not work. Because by then our people will be able to see through them and know the kind of people they are. And you know our people, the way they are. Then our people will say, oh yeah, we have been told these things, but we did not know that this thing was true. Now we know it's true. So all those their shenanigans, all those their nonsense that they are doing, thinking that our leader will not come out of that prison, and I'm sorry for them. But what I've advised for all our stupid political elites, it is time for them to turn around and do the needful. Advice to the president of Nigeria. This is the best time for him to do the right thing, because he was a product of demonstration. I remember during Nadeko, when Abacha was chasing him around, they were doing their demonstration. They were chasing them around, but I expected him as a Democrat to be able to do the needful. You don't do the same thing. Now turn yourself into a dictator. It doesn't work like that. And he's calling himself a Democrat. Anyway, we know the kind of person he is in the first place. So, but my advice to him is for him to do the needful. That he should not allow the Eastern political bloc to put him in a fix that he will not be able to come out of in the future. Because all these people at the end of time will come and answer at the Hague. They will answer at the Hague. Of course they will. In the due time. Thank you. Let me leave it here. Leo.
All right. Thank you very much. Please, I want you to talk to me about the fundraising. Very, very important. Just to remind our people what's happening on Saturday with regards to the fundraising. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we'll come back to everybody to round up.
Yeah. I will come back to that. I would like to say one or two things about what Mazi Chie said. You mentioned that our people are actually the ones that are fighting. Yeah, I'm not surprised really, because what they expected is not actually what later happened. In 2015, when our leader was kidnapped, the same thing happened, but it was not in such magnitude. This set of people that are in DOS they divided IPOB. Instead of uniting the family, they just divided IPOB across the globe. There is no country where we have IPOB that they did not go into divide. They have their own groups. In every country, they have their own people. Now you start asking yourself, why did they join this struggle in the first place? They're only there for competition. They feel, our leader is in DSS, therefore we have to do what we have to do. The same thing happened in 2015. We also had problems, but not such. That time they didn't go about closing accounts, opening offices here and there. No. But this time around, they were just like cancer, spreading everywhere. Malignant cancer, spreading everywhere. Very sad, I must say. Very sad. They say they don't share our news. When Ima Powerful writes, they don't share. When else is written about us, they don't share. But even though they did not share our messages, Vanguard, we share it. Premium Times, we carry it. So many Nigerian newspapers, those people have millions followers. So if one or two people don't share, nobody notices them. Nobody notices them at all. Really irrelevant, I must say. Very, very irrelevant, because we have other people. When Guardian carry your news, or Times, Premium Times carry, or ATV carry your news, channels carry your news, what do you want? What do you need to do with these people? You don't need them. Because what we are doing is ordained by Chukwu Okike Abiama. They felt that without them, nothing will go on. They felt, since our leader is in prison, let's strangle the finance and strangle them, and then, but they didn't succeed. Now the fundraising is on. They are now telling people not to pay. This is not an IPOB fundraising, for their information. I want to make this clear. This is not IPOB fundraising, because they have failed woefully. Chukwu Okike Abiama raised up other group, people, the avid, ambassador for self-determination, the rising sun. Are they going there to start preaching to them? Of course they cannot. Those people don't even know them, because they failed. Chukwu Okike Abiama made another way. Some of them are asking, oh, how do we pay the account? This is not IPOB fundraising at all. So they can do whatever they like, Mazi. For me, like I said yesterday, they are just distractions. Nothing but distractions. They realize that they have failed, that what our leader handed over to them, they could not perform. Even the ones that are coordinators don't even pay. They don't do anything. They think they are fighting in there. No, you are not fighting anybody. That's why other people came up to take up this whole thing. So they are really shocked. The positive development overwhelmed them. They don't even know what to do. And that's all I see. That's what is happening. This will teach them and everybody a lesson, that this life that we are, you cannot determine how the wind blows. Because the wind, you might expect it on the northeast, will come through the south or west or east. That's why we have to be very careful. And we are going to succeed. Our leader will come out. So whether they support it or they don't support it, the rally went on. Millions of people turned up. Who noticed them? Who know if they are even around? Nobody knows about it. Nobody even talked about it. Because they have decided to push themselves to the corner. And then the wind helped them to drop them off. I'm really pissed off. But my greatest happiness is that it was successful today, and they're all ashamed of themselves. Don't mind when they come, they say, don't post that. Some of them are listening to us right now. Like our leader will say, under the bed. They are listening. They are listening. So they have failed woefully. Now, back to the fundraising. Like I said, this is not an IPOB fundraising. This is a very unique one. I'm only here to help to advertise it so that people will know what is going on. The fundraising, like I said, is still ongoing for a very long time. It's going to be. And this is for the medical treatment of our leader and for his legal fee. That's what it is. And like I said, the first badge, I must say, that we had on Saturday, we are going to have another one which is coming up this Saturday, like I mentioned yesterday. We are going to have a second one, which is next week Saturday. And after that, the next Saturday, and after that, the next one, which is going to be in November. They are going to have it, every Saturday for 1 month. And after that, it's going to be once in a month. That's the way it is. And like I said, the time remains the same, 2 p.m. USA Canadian time, and 7 p.m. Biafran time. The passcode remains the same. The ID number remains the same. Nothing changes. It's only the date. That is what changed. Otherwise, every other thing is still the same. And they have also tried to make it easy for people to have different avenues whereby they can make contributions. It's not only going to the to that website to pay. You can also pay through PayPal. They're also going to have a PayPal. They have what they call Zelle, which is mostly for people in America. And for PayPal, I think people in Europe can pay through PayPal. And they have what they call Cash App. People in America, you people know better how to use that one. So that's what they have. They are setting up different ways whereby it will be easier for people to pay. So you don't say, oh, I don't have a Visa card, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. So in case you don't have a Visa card, you can get from your friends to help you to make this payment. It's an ongoing fundraising, and it's not IPOB fundraising, please. So nobody should ask me any question. It's not about IPOB fundraising. These are 3 groups that came together and decided that enough is enough. Because the money that some people said they were raising for fund, we didn't see it. Nothing was sent. Nothing was sent for induced medical treatment. Nothing was sent for legal. It's only very few people were paying it. But now this group said enough is enough, and they decided to do this. Please, if anybody send you anything, any message to say that they are raising funds, do not give them a dime. The only fundraising right now approved by our leader is the one organized by these 3 groups. You go to the link payment there and making your payment. If you don't want your name to be known, you can do anonymous there. If you want your name to be known, you can put your name. And there's no amount that is too small. You pay what you have. Next time again, if he comes and Chukwu Okike Abiyama blesses you, then you also join to do that. As you do that, Chukwu Abiyama will continue to bless you, because we need funds to make sure that our leader gets very good medical treatment and for the court case. Because some people were thinking that by now, let's see how they will do it. Let's see what is going to happen. But look at what came up now. That's why we need to be careful in this life, because Chukwu Okike Abiyama knows the right way and the right thing to do. So the fundraising continues. They have a PayPal where you can pay email. They have Zelle, they have Cash App, and then they have this other one that you pay with your Visa card. So it's still ongoing. And from time to time, the finance department will be coming, to update our people in case they have any changes. And I know I'll come and my own is just to spread the information and then do the right thing. Please send the link to your friends, to your colleagues, to non-Biafrans, students, your colleagues, your working place, housewives, anybody. You send them the link, please. Let them make payments. Like I said, no amount is too small for this. But it's a continuous fundraising donation, and more especially, it's not an IPOB fundraising donation. I'm only here to spread the news out. Ndewo, for now, I think that's all
All
I
right.
have to say.
Thank you very much. I think you have heard it. This is an order. It's a direct one from our leader, Mazinam Kano, who instructed us that this must be done. And what he said, just like Wanda said, we must give them support. That's the word he used, just to show that this is not an IPOB thing. It is the people that he even mentioned their name. And all he wanted from us is to support them, in terms of advertising it, and of course, encouraging everyone to participate. And of course, we need to know that very well. All right, we need to start rounding up. I will give Mazi Chiezoku opportunity to round
Barrister,
up, and of course to say his bit.
Barrister,
Yes,
please.
yes, please go ahead.
There's somebody, our media personnel
Go
who
ahead,
is
Wanda.
in,
Yes.
yeah, our media personnel who covered the protest today. He would like to say something. I don't know if I can get him in. Let me see if he can come in to just give us
Of course,
exactly what
you
happened. Let
you
me see
may.
if I.
Yes, you
Meanwhile, I
may.
will log off and see if I can get him.
All right. Thank you very much. And we will continue. Mazi Chie, please, if you can, give me, of course, your summary and your parting shots, because I see you are struggling with network, so that I can be able to release you first. If you can hear me, Mazi, please go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Yes.
hear you loud and clear.
Okay, thank you so much, my barrister. Madanaya has said everything that needs to be said regarding the fundraising. All along,
Go ahead.
these crooks has been raising fund, and they raise fund, and we don't know what they use the money for. They tell you they are working underground. They are still working underground for after almost 5 years. Yes, almost 5 years they are still working underground. And I keep telling people, stop giving them your money. These guys are not doing anything with your money. They're not doing anything with your money. All they are doing with your money is to live good. If you see them, go and check their picture before and after. When they started eating IPOB money, they started looking fresh. So I will comfortably tell you that Onyendo has given an instruction, and he just left for us to obey that instruction. He is doing his own bit, and you can see he's doing it perfectly, and he's doing it more than perfectly, even in as much as he's feeling he's not okay, but he's doing what he needs to do. So you, as an IPOB member, you as any other person that is out there, you as Onye Igbo, you as Onye Biafra, wherever you're from, you as a Nigerian, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for every one of us. He's not fighting for himself alone. He's fighting. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was more Nigerian than any other person, because he stood for Nigeria way back.
The network of.
Is the network not okay?
Yes, continue, Mazi. You're back now, and I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was more Nigerian to any other person because he fought for Nigeria. He demonstrated for Nigeria. But when he saw that Nigeria wasn't working, he stood his ground and said, "Man, let me save my people from this damage called Nigeria, the zoo called Nigeria. And now they have kidnapped him. And now they are suggesting him to all manner of ill treatment. Today, he has given us an order. And that order is we should raise fund with these our brothers and sisters. And that is what we should do. So everybody should share it. Wherever you see it, share it. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to put your name. Like Madanaya said, you can donate as an anonymous. Nobody will know you're the one that donated, and nobody will know where you're donating from. So we beg of you, we say, please go and do the needful. Because when they were calling for IPOB fundraising, they will call today, they will call for IPOB fundraising. Next tomorrow, two days again, they will call for IPOB fundraising. That money, you people should start asking questions. What and where is that money? All those money that they've collected, where is it? I remember when we were having meeting with Madanara. Madanara was in the meeting. Chike Edozie was in the meeting. All of them, those cabals, all of them was in the meeting. I told Chike Edozie when he was trying to mess around with the finance, I told him, look, you are going towards the wrong path. That you're going to destroy America. You're going to turn America into, you're going to tear America into two. Leave the people that is in the finance to be in the finance. Today, has it not happened? Has it not turned America into two? And some people are following them sheepishly without asking questions. That is the most unfortunate thing about this. Even when you talk to them, and they will still be telling you crap that doesn't make sense. But today, it is obvious that Onyendo has shoved them aside. It is obvious that Onyendo has moved on. So it is time for them to return back and move on with the moving train. We have been saying this. There is still a platform which Onyendo said he wanted 100 men and women that we will keep donating to that platform. And we're asking them to reach out and donate to that platform too. Apart from this one that they are doing, there's another one that Onyendo has asked us to do too. So I think Madanaya, she has been doing wonderfully well. And I think Mazi Onoha, thank you so much for giving us this privilege to be here today. And I thank all IPOB members in the US that has stand their ground since 4 years now. I thank you all, because without you, things would have gone wrong. But today, you are seeing the fruit, you're kind of reaping the fruit of your labor. Thank you, and God bless every one of us. In Jesus' name, we say.
Thank you very much. And of course, I will allow Mazi Chie to exit if he wish to do so because of the network on his end that is not holding. And then, of course, we must continue. All right, before I come to, I saw we have a new guest. Let me touch base with Mazi Chris Wogu, and then of course I will come back to Wadane Nyanya to introduce our guest here, whom she brought in just a couple of minutes ago. All right, Mazi Chris, I don't know if, of course, give us, what's on your mind, your parting shots, if I may. Please go ahead.
All right, sir. Thank you once more, Barrister. First of all, Barrister, I must commend your effort. I think it's not too long ago that I started following you, and I have learned a lot. Your platform is very broad. you don't know what people like me have learned each time that I enjoy your program. So I tell you, it's a privilege, to share this forum tonight. It's unbelievable. So I want to thank you that I will be in the same space with
Thank you very much.
the woman that I often call one of the live wire of IPOB, Madam Nenea, and my very, very able and straightforward leader of the Eastern region, coordinator, Mazi Iyke. He is one of the person I can tell you without any equivocation or thinking twice that he was one of those that I see as reason for me to continue in this struggle because sometimes the person you meet help you to progress in anything you're doing. And in this struggle, he's one man that I met because he presents truth, and that's why I was not dissuaded, or persuaded by anybody, to do the right thing, rather to stick to where we are today. So, in conclusion, I just want to encourage you, Barrister, to do what you know how to do best. Each time you present your issue, it seems that you are in the court, digesting issues, bringing it to perspective. That's what I've learned, and I will encourage you to continue doing that. And one person, again, I just want to remember before I call it a day tonight, is the one that God has decided to, use for this today's aims and objective, and that is Wole Sowore, whom his effort reflect a broader movement that today seek to challenge the systematic oppressions, and he just advocated for our rights, particularly the Igbo race. Igbo race, because of the Igbo race is what Nnamdi Kanu represents. When you call Igbo, Nnamdi Kanu alone represent the whole of the Igbo race, and that's what Sowore decided to choose. I believe that he provided himself. It's an assignment. He helped today to connect the dots that only a human being can do. So he represented us. We give him credence. I give him much credence. I tell you, his action today serves as a clarion call for everybody who seek for liberty and equity. I think what Sowore did is just reminding us, the fight for justice. It's not just about one individual. What he did today is he fought for everybody who love justice and freedom. So I give him credence. And even before this morning, in my own space here, I lift him up. And today, the will of God was done, So credit and glory be to God for what he has chosen to do. Finally, there is one person that I just want to address this night. And that person is Tinubu, who leads the government of Nigeria today. I know from their, from the way they talk and the way they behave, we know what their plan is, particularly Tinubu, whom everybody has always regarded as, a smart politician. When he considered himself to be smart, he cannot be smart with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Tinubu lacks the acumen and the integrity to engage in political machinization with our esteemed leader. He can't do that. And I tell you, any attempt for him to use our leader to play games with his allies, they are doing all this. If their intention is to manipulate or undermine a figure like our indomitable leader, I tell you, the wave of consequence will follow them. And it's not that I'm cursing, but I know sorrow will be the end for anybody who wants to use our leader to play politics. You get it? Our collective spirit, we faintly, as we unite, by what we believed in, that is also the will of God. If he tries with his allies, to use our um, leader to play politics, the consequence will be very, very enormous. Therefore, I just want to appeal to you, to just do the right thing. Do the right thing. And the right thing remains that you have to be watchful of what the event that took place today. You get it? Help us to defend this cause. Our struggle is rooted in a very profound commitment, and it is to justice and self-determination. Anything you do will never sway us, will never take us back to what we believed in. You just seen a man that you decided to incarcerate. You've approached him severally, and he's still determined. We are all resolute. You cannot. There's no way you can use our leader to play politics. All you need to do for your own freedom and for the freedom of all is to quietly and immediately release him. Meanwhile, let me thank you in anticipation that you will do the right thing. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, everybody. Thank
Thank
you,
you very
those
much,
watching as well.
Mazi. And of course,
Okay.
I will hope to chat with you some more. We still have an unfinished business, but we will chat, in the due course to
All right.
finalize what is still pending. All right.
All right,
Thank you
sir.
very
Good
much,
night.
Mazi.
Bye-bye. Bye, sir.
Thank you. Good night. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you, Biafra. And of course, we are still proceeding as I have a guest who have joined in, and we're going to call upon him to introduce himself. I think it's Mazi Lawson also. Mazi Lawson also, if you can hear me, please unmute and of course introduce yourself to Biafrans. And then of course we will continue. Mazi Lawson, can you hear me, please? Unmute yourself. There we go.
Thank you, Barrister. Kindly
There we
confirm if I'm being heard.
Mazi, you are coming out loud and clear. The whole world is listening. Please go ahead.
All right. Thank you very much. Greetings, fellow conscientious people, lovers of freedom worldwide. Wherever you are, this is Biafra Radio, and this is a platform of truth, a platform of truth, a platform of liberty, where we propagate the gospel of freedom, because freedom is the oxygen of the soul. Today is October 2025. 5 years later, a replica of what happened somewhere in Lagos. I think that was somewhere around Lekki, if I'm not mistaken. Um, you know, this is a preamble anyway, so a replica of what happened, transpired that very day, took its beginning, because as far as I'm concerned, MNK October 20, which is today, has, come, and it shall continue until it goes all around, until they feel the heat, because I understand they are trying to avoid what happened, during those times, and in order not to appear dirty before the media, the international media, so and so. Anyway, for those listening who may not know, for our guests worldwide who I believe are tuned in, today was a preamble of the said protest, hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu Now, organized by the rights activist Omoyele Sowore and concerned Nigerians, conscientious people, lovers of freedom in Nigeria. I believe the enlightenment, of this very demonstration had spread through like a wildfire. So it began today in the early hours of 7 a.m. In the heart of Abuja, and I'm sure most of us are in the know the kind of battles those in the government fought to ensure that they put this protest, this demonstration, to an end, to an abrupt end, so that this protest would not see the light of the day. But they could not dampen, the minds of a determined people. So the demonstration commenced in the early hours of this morning, October 20, 2025, in the heart of Abuja. As we all know, the police, in fact, the Joint Security Forces of Nigeria, the police, the military, the civil defense, which I was very surprised. Civil defense, as the name implies, should be a body that is of the people and never anti-people. But they flaunted themselves all over, even from the hem of the city of the capital city of Nigeria, such that people who had engineered to make attendance in these very demonstrations, who came from the outskirts of Abuja, they were barricaded. Some of them were hounded, some of them were detained, most of whom we may not even know. But however, the nitty-gritty is that the demonstration did go on, despite the crackdown, despite the barricades, despite the intimidation, the harassment. You could see they were shooting, tear gas canisters, rubber bullets, onto people who are more or less handicapped, in quote, who are unarmed, peaceful demonstrators, in a bid to disperse them, in a bid to deprive them of their human rights. Because one of the rights of every human being is what? To assemble, to communicate, to move. You have a right to move. And I believe, Barrister, as a legal luminary, I believe there is no country in the world who, doesn't have this very particular enactment in their domesticated constitution, the right to move freely all over the world. But here in Nigeria, they tried by all means to deprive citizens of that very right, alienable right, I must add. Anyway, today, all over the internet, it did spread widely. The march began from Maitama, barricades all over in order not to proceed or to make advancements to they suppose that demonstrators could make advancements to National Assembly, the three armed zones in Abuja. I've mentioned the National Assembly, the Executive Zone, and defense headquarters, the DSS and police and all of that. So Maitama was grounded. They shot their first tear gas canisters around 7:04 a.m. Just in the lead of the protests. So the demonstrators were unwavered. They were undeterred. They had to realign themselves, reconvene somewhere in Maitama. From there on to another popular, location. The demonstration started off again as if nothing happened, and they were surprised. I mean, I must say they were haunted by their own shadows, because you can imagine where someone is just setting trap, and at the end of the day, the trap is also person is also a potential, uh, 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 um, what is it called, potential meat, so to speak, for the baits they did set. You know, they were also running around as far as I'm concerned. So I am very glad that conscientious people, whom I believe these people have, they have proven to be, they showed themselves in the heat of the sun. The weather was about 36 degrees Celsius, and very hot, I must say. And regrettably, but we did expect that. Most of the comrades were detained, and some of them we may not even know where they are up until now, as we speak. But the legal backup of this very movement, they have, ensured, and they are still making sure that they would go around detention centers and police commands in FCT and its environs to make sure that those people get their justice. So that is it so far. And for those who may not know the essence of this very demonstration, which is not a hidden agenda, these people, as I did mention, they are lovers of freedom. You could see people from um, other tribes far away from Biafra. It was not a Biafra demonstration. People went further to putting up placards and, just for the reasons of prolonged detention, I must say. Mazi Kano has been in detention, as we all know, in the Department of State Security Services since 2021. I think that was 21st of June when they made the announcement, that they had captured, in quote, or kidnapped, that's the right word, Mazi Nnamdi Kano in 2021. So you could check up until now. This is 4 years and counting. You know, so these are one of the reasons why the the demonstrators had to march. Another one is disregard for court orders. As we all know, several court orders, local and international, spanning from orders in Abia State, in Umuahia, in Enugu, even the appeal court, the appellant court of the country, sometime in October 2022, had discharged and acquitted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of every terrorism trial or its likelihood, you know. So for the Supreme Court to have reinstated that very trial or the charges, however, is a matter of its own, because we expected the handlers of this very case, the prosecution, or even the DSS, to have released
All right, Mazi, can you still hear me? I'm losing you. All right, I think it is a network issue, but I'm
Yeah,
sure he will
it's a network,
rejoin
I
us. And
think
of
too.
course, yes, it is. It's Mazi Lawson also giving us an update of what happened today because he was on ground, if I may say so. And of course, he has all the details. And
Mm.
from what I've heard so far, he
this very.
is
We're not
updating
trying
us
to
on how
compare.
the protest was a success. Mazi, are you back? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I believe I'm reconnected. Can you hear me,
All right,
please?
I lost you for a moment there, but please go ahead. I can hear you now. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So I was talking about another reason why the demonstration had to take place and would still continue to take place, you know, in procession until Oyendo is released, which is selective justice. When we talk about this line or this course, some people might assume or mistake it as comparing um, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with the said terrorists that are being granted amnesty and pardon. We are not trying to say or to play the game that since they've granted those terrorists amnesty, they should do same to this person here who might wrongly be labeled a terrorist. However, Mazi Kano has committed no crime, at least for now, no proven crime. He's not been convicted. And the law of Nigeria says that every detained person or anybody that is charged, to court remains a suspect. You don't even call the person a criminal until proven otherwise. So Mazi Kano, as far as he has not been convicted, remains, free from whatever allegation, you know, against him in court. You know,
All right. It looks like we have lost Mazi Lawson, and I believe he will still rejoin us. Wanda Nayanya, do you have anything you want to chip in as we are waiting for Lawson to join back and conclude?
Yeah, it's just they should just release our leader, the president of Nigeria, President Tinubu, to see this what happened today. He should not overlook it. He should just release our leader and let him be free and go for medical treatment and take care of himself. Because our leader will not give up. They can do whatever they like. His spirit is high. But we want him back as soon as possible. Being in that confinement, and this is not the first time, even the one of 2015 to 17, before they came, Faruku Ibeku, to kill him with their python dance, he was also in prison. And now again for more than 4 years, going to 5. They should just release him. They should just release him.
All
The
right.
thing that
Thank you
really
very much,
baffles
Amanda.
me, what baffles me is what Britain are actually, the role they are playing in all these things. For a citizen, sometimes you tend to wonder what is really happening. It's very disheartening. But whoever that is responsible, those that know that they have to draw this string, should just do it and release our leader. That's all what I can say.
All right.
And I'm very
Thank you very
sure that
much.
our leader will be released soon. Thank you very much. Let's
Absolutely.
see if Mr.
Absolutely.
Nancy is back.
All right, Mazi Lawson, I think we lost you, but we have you back. Please go ahead and, of course, and conclude for us.
okay, yeah. I don't know where I stopped, but I was talking about outlining the reasons why
Absolutely.
lovers took to major streets, to demonstrating why Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, must be released. I remember I did mention prolonged detention, mentioned disregard for court orders, both local courts, international court. And I must not forget the rulings from Kenya regarding the illegal extradition or extraordinary rendition, if you like. The kidnap from Kenya, which the Kenyan court has declared illegal. You know, so I also remember I talked about selective justice. Granting terrorists the real terrorist pardon and looking the other way for somebody who is innocent as far as the court, the laws of Nigeria is concerned. I must not also forget to mention um, the the very reason because Nnamdi Kano is of Igbo extraction. We all know what would have happened had it been Kano is from other nations or tribe, if you like, in Nigeria. you know. but because he is an Igbo. That is because he is an Igbo. The prosecution or persecution in caps has been going on for almost a decade, since 2015 of October of 2015, and this is October 2025. This is 10 years, please. So these are the reasons why Free Nnamdi Kanu, hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu's march were, conceived and is still in process, I believe. No matter the artificial barricade, the artificial impediment, these would never, destroy the heart and the wills of a determined people. So I must stop here at this point. I also believe that people who could have joined or who wanted to have joined, who we are, I saw in a video clip where somebody was, putting up there that the military personnel had to, ask them to stand out, to never, proceed to the to the capital territory in Abuja. You know, they were rounded, they were surrounded. You know, so do not be deterred. Tomorrow is another day. Next tomorrow is another day. So I learned the convener had set or is about to set a new date. Keep your fingers crossed and do not be deterred until this very cause, this very objective that these conveners have lined up is achieved. So thank you very much, Barrister. Except you have a question, otherwise I would stand out now. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mazi. You have indeed so holistically elaborated more than I can ask with regards to event as they unfolded today. But I just have one question for you, and of course, I will leave it at that. So, in your own assessment, out of 100, how would you rate today's protest?
Well, as I said, the will of the determined people is greater. It's just like the popular adage that says a pen is mightier than a sword. You know, is somehow figuratively not enticing, but it is what it is. The will of the determined people, nothing can suppress it. Now, going straight to what I'm trying to say is this: um, the government of Nigeria, through its police, fought tooth and nail to make sure the protest did not hold. Even they went as far as going to court to obtain an ex parte motion, and the court even outrightly said no, they cannot stop people from assembling and gathering and all that. You know, so they fought hard. However, when I saw a couple of the rulings or the order made by that very judge stating that people could go ahead and make assemblies and protest, I laughed it off because, on the other hand, this is rule of court orders. They have never respected any. They have been liable of contempt of court for several times. So what would change at this point? But we were prepared. People were prepared. So I must rate over 100. I must rate 80 over 100 because, number one, at the time of this passion in the earlier wars of today, one would have thought that the protest, the demonstration would come to an abrupt end, but the reverse was the case. They had to go from Maitama to Otako, from Otako to Apo. These places I've mentioned are very far distant places. People had to, take cabs and go to the new announced location. You could see that the people were determined. So, in the consequent times, consequent periods, they shall do more, I believe. So, I must rate it 80 over 100. Yes.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you very much, Mazi. Of course, that's is a distinction, and of course, it is indeed a success, a huge success for that matter. And of course, you did a great job in terms of covering the program. And of course, we're expecting you in the near future on this platform. Thank you very much, Mazi. We appreciate your presence.
Yeah, thank you very much. I stand by now. Thank you.
All right, Ndewo. All right, Wanda, if you can give us your parting shot as we are about to bring this program to an end.
Yeah, I want to say thank you for hosting this program because we were here yesterday and then today again. Thank you very much, and thank you for Mazi Loman Sen for coming, for covering the whole thing because it was on Biafra radio and people were sharing it. We knew exactly, we were following what happened. Thank you very much, and thanks for Mazi Chia, Mazi Chris that have left. And especially, I want to say thank you to everybody that did participate today in this rally. And my thanks also goes to Mazi Sowore. I mean, I don't know. I just want to say thank you to him for the passion. And, in short, may Chukwu Abiyama bless him. Maybe he didn't even realize what he has done, but Okike will really bless him because he united people. When I saw the way people were chanting, talking, running, old, young, even some with babies at their back, I said, my God, I knew immediately that this, our quest for freedom, the justice, is just at the corner. I thank everybody and all those that have been detained. I pray that they will all be released and they will go back home to their respective places. And then thank you once again. Thank you very much. And we hope that our leader will be released very soon. Please, let's put him in our prayers so that he will join us, very soon. And once again, thanks to all those who have made contributions and are continuing. If you have not paid, endeavor to do your own. The donation, fundraising donation goes on. Like I said, I'm only here to spread the news. It's not an IPOB. It's not IPOB that organizes it, rather the trade groups that only do, this, give his approval. Thank you very much. Maybe, I don't know, Barrister, can you close up with for us using that Onyendu's approval again, please, if you don't mind? If you
The
have
voice
it in
notes,
your
right?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Let me get just a second. Just 1 second for me, please. All right, I think I have it on my. There you go. I think that is it. Jeremy, just connect it here, and then we see. All right.
This fundraiser, yes, making sure. Give me how much can I the fundraiser? Okay. Gonna give me the idea. Kenyan the uncle, my video, and the rising sun, and the ambassador. So you all over the world. I give the order.
All right, let's play it one more time.
Yes, making sure. Give me how much can I the fundraiser? Okay. Gonna give me the idea. Kenyan the uncle, my video, and the rising sun, and the ambassador. So you all over the world. I give the order.
All right, there you have it, Wanda.
So that's it. So that this is from Ambassadors for Self-Determination, AVID, and Rising Sun, that he gave the order that we should help them to make sure that it's a success. That's exactly what is there. So it is your duty, me and you, to make sure that this fundraising is a big success, and I know that it will be successful. So thanks to all those that have contributed, and we also contribute. For me, I say that that is so, Barrister. I don't know if you have any other thing to.
All right,
I
it's,
think it's
it's in
okay.
order. Thank you so much, Mother. Thank you for
Okay,
coming.
thank you.
Um,
Okay,
and
okay,
of course, we will be back again soon in the future,
okay.
probably
Yeah,
next week,
sure,
whenever you are free. We will
sure,
come
sure.
back again to do the needful. All right.
Okay, thank you. Okay, from me here,
Good night.
Germany, I will say good night. Okay, thank you very much.
There will. Good night. All right, great
Mm.
dear friends, and of course, here you have it. And of course, I want to thank all my guests this night. I want to thank Mother Ninayanya, of course, for joining us this evening. I want to thank Mazichi Eziok Wardway from the US. Mother Ninayanya is in Germany, and of course, my brother Chris Nwogu also from the US, and of course, Mazi Lawson also, who gave us a comprehensive update, coverage of events as they unfolded today. Mazi, thank you very much. We appreciate, of course, your work regarding the protest that happened today. And of course, I want to thank all the people who came out in their numbers, of course, to support today's event. I mean, these are really men, these are really women, these are hardcores, people who are not afraid of anything. And of course, they came, they faced, the terror caused the Nigerian security forces. They were not afraid of them. In the presence of, tear gas and canisters, they were still proceeding, they were still pushing. And some even, were shot at by a live, ammunition, but yet they proceeded, and of course they get the job done. It was a success, and just like my brother Lawson said, it was 80% out of 100. 80%, of course, we know is a distinction, and that means that today's protest was a success. And like he said, it is still happening because we are waiting for another date. Unless they release our leader Mazen Namde Kano before then we can stop. But if they don't release him, we will continue. We will keep on pushing. And of course, so says the convener, who is Omoyele Showere, who is actually doing a great job. And I say, may God bless him for what he is doing, because he understands perfectly well the saying that an injury for one is an injury for all. I want to thank all of you, and I want to say, Mechuku Okike Abiyama bless each and every one of you. All right, so this is where we are going to leave. But before we do, I want to remind you about the fundraising drive that is going on. This fundraising is not IPOB fundraising. It is for Aviv and also the Rising Sun. And we are going to give them all the support because it is a direct order from the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And what he says goes. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says goes, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is at the pyramid of the hierarchy of IPOB. After Mazen Namde Kanu, then comes any other person. So if he says something, it goes. And his direct instruction is that we support that fundraising. And it's happening this Saturday. And you can go to IPOB. You can go to Biafra Radio, beg your pardon, Facebook page and get all the information. Also, don't forget to download Biafra Radio from your Google Play Store. And of course, you'll be hearing us more and all the information that you required. All right. We are going to bring this program to an end. And I want to thank everybody who have joined us this evening, everybody who have listened in. And I say, may Elohim bless you all. May Chukwu Kabiama continue to keep you. But most importantly, may Elohim bless our leader, Mazinam Dekano, and give him the freedom that he desired, the freedom that he, of course, must have, because he has nothing. He did nothing for him to be left incarcerated. And from me, from here, It is good night. May God bless Biafra.